Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today we're back at Mainline Cars and Coffee, checking out this gorgeous 4th gen nitrous-fed Firebird. I think these are so aggressive and I love the sweet dual hood scoop on these things. I've got a soft spot for RX-8s. Maybe it's all the Need for Speed I used to play, or my obsession with triangles, but man, I just think these are so cool. I wish they were a little bit more reliable. Maybe they get a bad rep. I don't know. Now this one's pretty gnarly. This is a Chevy Chevette with a big block. It's a 427, at least according to the air cleaner. Check out that tartan interior. It's an automatic. I mean, this thing must just be a riot to drive. And next door to it, we've got this beautiful 1970 AMC Javelin, and it's a great color on it. 1970 is one of my favorite years. Check out that 4-speed, and this is a 390 big block car, so I bet this thing boogies pretty well. And how could you hate on this gorgeous FD RX-7? Looks great in red. I know a lot of people prefer the black interior, but I think the tan interior is attractive as well. This one looked to be pretty stock, which is pretty cool to see. There were lots of good Mercedes at this show. I love these CLSs. This was a CLS 63 AMG. Looked to be customized by Rentec as well. Here's a nice pair, an S550 and an SL65 AMG. The S550 is owned by Downshift215, check him out. This SL65 is V12 twin turbocharged. Ugh, just such a nice ride. And here we've got a rare one. This is a Jaguar XE Project 8. I spoke to the owners. They were very, very friendly. This car is one of 300 sold worldwide. It's got that Jaguar 5-liter supercharged V8, and this thing is just a track weapon. It's got roughly 600 horsepower, and it just looks like a special car with that huge wing, and I love that front bumper on it. And today was a perfect fall day, so that paint was just popping. And here we go, nice 69 Camaro. I talked to this owner as well. This is a pretty fresh build. He's got a full suspension on it. It's got a Tremec TKX 5-speed in it and a 6-liter LS. Must be a hoot to drive. And this was one of my favorites at the show. This is a 1967 Pontiac Firebird with a 326 under the hood. This is just a great color. 67 was the first year, you can tell by those quarter windows. And just a good looking car. I kind of prefer these Firebirds to the Camaros. This is a Porsche Cayenne, obviously with a lift kit, bigger off-road tires, cut bumper in the back it looks like. I think these are fun, starting to see these pop up. And what would a car show be without a GTR? This is an R33, and check out that RB26 under the hood. Now you just saw a clip of this Altima rolling in. This is a Altima GTR complete with an LS based motor. If we're talking about just pure track performance at the show, this had to be one of the most capable vehicles there. Check out that interior, just no nonsense. Now I've seen one Revuelto before, but never two parked next to each other. I'm really starting to warm up to this new look. I love the exposed V12 and those cool exhaust tips coming out. believe this is a Ferrari 812 Competizione. We're talking about a 6.5 liter V12 revving to 9,500 RPM. I am just so amped about these front engine Ferraris. I prefer them right now to the mid engine ones. These are just so cool. Now, this was one of my favorite cars at the show. This is a 1970 Ford Mustang Boss 302 with a 4-speed, a gorgeous, clean white interior. And I believe this is grabber blue. I don't know if it was the fall colors or what, but this car, I was just feeling it today. And you don't see too many 1970s. It's a 1-year only front end. This is a Volvo S60R, and these were made to compete with like the German sports sedans. This has got a turbocharged 5-cylinder with around 300 horsepower, and I believe these were all-wheel drive. Now here's a nice old rig. This is a Dodge D100. I think it's got a 318 or a 360 under the hood. I believe this is a 1969 truck, but I think it's got a 68 grille. Hopefully the owner sees this and they can correct me. It's either a 68 or a 69 for sure. I cannot be certain, but this thing had some cool patina, and I just love these old Dodge trucks. I've said it once, and I've definitely said the same phrase over and over. I love late second-gen Camaros. This was just done so well. It was super mean. Could you imagine cruising the city of Philadelphia in something as vast as this 1959 Cadillac? These were some of the longest American cars ever made. And you can tell it's a 1959 because of the fins and the taillights. This has bullet taillights. In 1960, they were more integrated into the fins. People often ask me what my favorite car is, and that's been the same answer since 5th grade. The 2005 or 2006 Ford GT. They just blend together all the things I like in cars, and they were an amazing vehicle back in the day. I was excited to see this Nissan Stagea. This one was in immaculate condition. These also share a lot of parts with the Skyline platform, which is why you see a lot of people do R34 front conversions. I know the 996 generation of Porsche 911 isn't the most favored by enthusiasts, but there's something nostalgic about it to me. I remember watching Gone in 60 Seconds when the 996 Porsche smashes out of the dealership window, and I just thought that was the coolest thing. I just thought this E36 had some attitude. I love the asymmetrical headlights. There's something about shitty film quality and a 3rd-gen Camaro that just go together. And this has got to be one of my favorite colors on this car. This little Subaru Sandbar was a treat. It's a supercharged variant, all-wheel drive, had a great interior scheme, and it had a full glass roof on it. What more do I have to say? Very tastefully modded FD RX-7 next to a Mark IV Supra, next to a Mark IV Supra. These were all sporting huge turbochargers, and I mean, they're iconic. Yeah, I bet this 2JZ absolutely rips. Mustang tri-bars on the Mazda Protege Familia. Here's a clean Audi Coupe Quattro running some 1552 tarmac wheels. Now this show had a few beautiful R34s. This was just the easiest one to film. Okay, you guessed it, I love Fiat X19s. Check out that shift knob. They're these weird, like, octagonal shape. Eventually, when these were sold in the US, they removed the Fiat name completely and started just selling them as Bertone X19s. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next week with another video. And drop a comment if I manage to film one of your vehicles.